opportunity to introduce to you Daniel Goodenough and to really be here together to celebrate the launching of his new book, his new release book, The Caravan of Remembering. Daniel is the co-founder of The Way of the Heart, and he's deep master of helping people wake up and remember their life mission, their reason for being, and who we need to become to be able to live that. Daniel, welcome, Daniel, and we're just delighted to celebrate this with you. What inspired you to write Caravan of Remembering?
Well, to some degree, it was the call of a caravan, and the other piece is making available to people who aren't actually in the classes the process for remembering your life mission and being able to act on it. So this book is what would be in the first weekend of an in-person class, embedded in the story. So it's meant for anyone to use, and that was really the main motivation for writing the book. It's for anyone to do the process by themselves and have an example, actually, of someone doing the process. So you can witness and do the process with the main character of the book. All right, so I'll start by reading something. All I remembered was the voice, calling from somewhere that didn't at first have a where, like hearing the voice of someone you know, yet can't place. It was the voice of someone I'd known for eternity, and yet forgotten, except I remembered. It was the voice of someone I sensed was eternal, though I can't tell you how or why I knew this. It was a moment before I could tell the voice was feminine. I suddenly remembered a woman across from me on a train in Chicago at 3 in the morning. It was a particularly senseless day. I'd spent working on a project designed to increase an agency's retainer from their client. A pointless project, never meant to see the light of day. And pointless was exactly how I felt about my life, and why was the question. Especially at 3 in the morning. With all that I could be excited about, why did I feel like I was at one of the lowest points of my life, and why the impending sense of crossroads? And why did I feel I was on a path I couldn't continue on? The woman and I had been the only ones on the platform before boarding. She appeared in an instant before the train arrived. It was one of those seemingly endless underground platforms, and I was standing in the middle of it. It was midwinter, and watching my breath turn to steam, I could see no one else on the platform. Then, in what I would have sworn was a fraction of a second, she moved next to me. I felt space and time ripple, and then quiet. I felt that rushing feeling you get when you know something real is going to happen. Her woolen, earth-colored robes gave the impression of layered silver threads woven with and through ochre, sandalwood, burnt sienna, mahogany, and white, almost alive with a light of their own. We sat across from each other on the train, surrounded by silence, and she simply looked through me. Her eyes had an impression of silver, and I was certain in that moment that she was eternal. Although she didn't speak, I felt my life change in inexplicable ways. I looked down for an instant, and when I looked up, she was gone. The train was still moving. I wanted to tell myself it was late and I was overworked, and I was fine with this mystery. So walking through the park, I couldn't be certain that the voice was the woman from the train. She called to me, "Come, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving." Yes, she quoted Rumi, and later would say, "Though you've broken your vows 1,000 times, come." "There's nothing you need to bring," she said. "Leave your things. They'll be safe, and you'll find them exactly where you left them when you return. You've been to Caravan many times, and now you'll be asked to remember when you return." She smiled. "Welcome to the Caravan of Remembering." An invitation and a welcome, and a gesture at the wonder of it all, and then she was gone. There was that comment about my having been there before. She said I'd been to the Caravan many times, and yet As I looked to the place where she'd brought me, I didn't remember it. Much later, I would say that was the beginning.